formation lap has started.
A very warm welcome to you all, race fans. Welcome back to a pleasant evening in the deserts of Bahrain for tonight's Bronze LMP3 Sprint Series. A series that has only been recently introduced to our calendars, and off the back of the experience at Sebring the other week, Berland wanted to have another go in the prototypes. It's a fixed setup race, 20 minutes in length. Berland set a pretty conservative qualifying lap time of 1:57.8, which is miles off the pace in this, the top split. So if he wants to finish inside the top 10, he's going to have to find a second from somewhere on track. The cars are in formation. We've not got long to wait now.
Green flag,
Go, go, go.
green flag.
Car right. Car right.
A very cautious start here by Berland in the number 12 car. He swapped to the outside of turn 1 in the hopes that will keep him clear of any drama. It seems to be working okay so far. Where he's lost a place to May, he's gained it back thanks to Chit spinning out early on. That's placed him inside the top 10, a net gain of 1 position.
Car left. Yellow flag in sector 2. Clear left. You're on the left. 3 wide. Clear right. We think Alexander has gone off. Green flag, sector 2. All right, Tim. You had some minor aero damage. Stay out. It's not that bad. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate. We think that Mia has gone off.
The drama was bottled up in turn 1 and unleashed in the hairpin. Berland putting his nose where it didn't belong, and that caused a cascade of contacts backing up the rest of the field. But it was the initial incident between Pandola and Alexandru that sent uncertainty through the rest of the field. Despite a shaky start, with front and rear damage to boot, Berland finds himself up 4 positions from where he started in P11. Warren Lee behind him is a bit of an unknown quantity. He started down in 19th, but appears to be making gains against Berland this lap.
Sector 3 is green. Mia has retired. P7. The gap to Lee behind is increasing. It's now 0.9. Sector 1 is yellow. The car in front is Alexander.
Lee has only gained about a 10th on Berland so far. Nothing too major. If the Brit can continue to drive at this steady pace, then looking behind shouldn't be too much of a concern for him. What's more interesting is what's going on in front, however. Alexandru is starting to put pressure on Pandola, which means Berland could soon be catching them both.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Left's clear left. Yellow flag. It looks like Giuseppe has spun off. Sector 2 is clear. The leader has just done a 155.75.
I wasn't too far wrong about things getting interesting between Alexandru and Pandola. It was Giuseppe Pandola who lost the car in the hairpin on the last lap. That promoted Berland up into P6, which is the highest position he's been in a top split race for a very long time. Dare we even think about a top 5 finish?
Yellow flag. 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Green flag, sector 2. On your left.
Oh no! Berland has been forced wide by the sideways Ginetta of Mura on the exit of turn 10. Lee wasn't as close and managed to react in time. He's stormed past Berland, taking P6 off him. Can he keep up with the yellow, black and red prototype?
All right. Right side's clear. Car right side's clear. The car in front of us is now Lee. Fastest lap for Mago, 155.16. Right side. Clear right. Yellow flag, sector 2.
Things have gone south in the blink of an eye for Berland. He was putting a lot of pressure on Lee. It looked from the onboard like he'd got far enough alongside, but in the end it was the Brit who ended up in the gravel. That spin won't have done his tyres any good, but at least he kept it out of the barriers. Looks like he's going to be rejoining back down in P14. What a shame. Berland's recovery drive started on lap 4, but here on lap 5, things are looking better. What was a 2-second gap to Villani has now been slashed to just over half a second, thanks to him scrapping with Chit for a spot in the top 10. If Berland can make it past these two cars, then the original goal of a top half finish could still be alive and well.
The gap to Villan in front is now 0.7. New fastest lap for Mago, 155.00. The gap to Villan ahead is increasing. It's now 1.2 seconds. Car left. Clear left. Fastest lap for Mago, 154.92. P11.
Things keep looking better for Berland. Kit had an unforced error in turn 10 a lap ago, which promoted Berland up to P11. Looking at the live timing, he was also quicker than both Chit and Villani on lap 6, meaning if he keeps up with this pace, he will be fighting for a top 10 spot very soon, or he could put his chips on someone else, making a mistake. Either way, he profits.
Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. We think Mora has binned it. Green flag in Sector 2. Yellow flag, watch out. We think that Giuseppe has gone off. Green flag, Sector 2. New fastest lap for Mago, 154.54. Sector 3 is now yellow. We can see Lee has stacked it. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. P7.
Ha ha! Oh, how the tables have turned! Berland running up in P7, following another spin out in turn 10 from Pandola, and then to make it all the more sweet, Warren Lee was stricken on the outside of the final corner, gifting the place back again from earlier. Superb! We're on the final lap now, and Berland will be very pleased if he can keep hold of this across the line, I'm sure. What on earth is going on? Baguette and Villani have slowed down before the line. If they're not careful, Berland is going to overtake them. Oh! And he has! He snuck round the outside of them both and stole P4. What the heck were they doing? That's a massive result for Berland in top split. Was it fully deserved? You'll have to let me know in the comments, but a great ending to the race no less. Let's take another look at the replay to see just how close it was. Wow, there was really nothing in it, was there? Let's take a look at the classified results, shall we? Marcantonio Maggio was the winner by a country mile today, nearly 20 seconds clear of Alexandru in P2. Berland was not really on the same pace as the other drivers around him, but somehow managed to make it work this week. Now, before I go, I wanted to show you the poorest example of someone who can't control their temper that I've ever seen on track. Earlier in the race, Ebubeona ran into the back of Yanzi's Sun, under-braking into turn 1. Many laps later, after pitting for repairs, Sun then waited trackside for Honor to lap him, and then proceeded to ram him off track in revenge. If all that wasn't enough, once Honor was back, going again, Sun decided that he needed to ram him once more, this time ending the race for both of them. Shocking. I'd like to think that Sun would get a ban for behavior like that, but we will never know. When a game gets to you that much, you need to reassess what you do with your time and stop ruining it for the rest of us. Anyway, let's not end on a low note. It's been an interesting outing in the prototypes this time. Berland will be back in the GT3s next week, I would have thought. You will have to tune in and find out. Look after yourselves. Don't take it all too seriously. I've been Clive. Bye for now.